Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM22. It's our Journeyman series. We're on episode number 3. After getting a good start to the season last time, things have carried on fairly well. We still haven't lost through 8 matches played. Alright, no, this is now. Yes, actually it is 8 matches played. We have 14 points though. That part could be a little bit better. But actually we lead the division. There's only 4 points separating first from 10th place, though, so it's very, very tight. And even though we do have a slender lead right now, it is, well, it's very slender, and it's very, very tight and compact. So I wouldn't count on us just suddenly running away with anything based on this. I mean, we could just as easily be 10th place right now. We do get the turnover there and start bringing the ball. We are in red on the road today. Sinji Oharela over the top. There's a chance that was offside, though. Well, offside. As Rizal is somebody that I just had a chat with about his recent performance not being quite good. So, Paulin, there's Rudy over the top. There's a goal. That one's not gonna count. It's offside again. Was it? Was it though? I thought he was. Oh no, he's well offside. He's not well, actually. That was very close, but he is a little bit offside. So, 2 offside goals already in this one. There's another cross. There's another one. This one will count. There you go. Okay. Seemed like goal was imminent, and finally it was. It proved to be the case. Mofu laying it off. Nice little give and go. Eunice just retreating back from the line. Puts it in that same corner that we were in moments ago. Eunice looking really tired right now. Has he taken some sort of knock to get in that position, or is he that tired? Ngara hangs on to that one. Hangs on to that one quite easily. They've produced 5 shots, but XG-wise, we're creating better chances. But they have a lot of possession, and they're definitely not making this easy on us. Great layoff pass there. Eunice could have gone for the through ball. I think that's going to be offside. No flag, though, and so this is going to stand. First goal of the season for Oharela. I thought Israel was offside. Let's see if he is. Oh, he's well offside. We got lucky here. Missed call. Oharela obviously is on and no issues with that ball. But Israel was clearly off. So we were fortunate. Really get away with one there. And we take a 2-goal lead into the half. Okay, Eunice is quite tired. I'm going to go ahead and bring on Hidayat for the second half. Okay, Hidayat takes it to the corner and earns us a corner kick. Not a bad start to his time with the team. It's only his first or second appearance of the year. I think he got a few minutes late, but that was it. Endra over the top. Sinji now in possession. Rudy over the top for Hidayat. Little too long. If Hidayat could have gotten a first touch to that, maybe chested that ball down to himself, that would have been fantastic, but we don't. Mofu, there's a ball over the top to Hidayat, and Hidayat scores! Yes! Okay, we are now very much in control of this thing at 3-0. Took Hidayat all of 6 minutes to earn a goal. This was somebody in the preseason who was excellent. 3 shots on target, 3 balls in the back of the net, and actually, if you count the offside ones, we've put 5 shots on target and 5 balls in the back of the net. This keeper has made no stops. Okay, this Rizal is quite tired. Let's go ahead and bring on Mandoin. Not terribly good on that left side, but we'll let him hang out over there. It's okay. Sinji with the block and starts to counter the other way. Hidayat's going to use the space he's got and then get Oharela on the overlap. Hangs on to that a little bit too long. He should have pushed for the corner flag. Okay, Sinji is pretty tired. We might want to bring off Sinji with our final sub, as they start running the other direction on us. Fari. Let's get Sarawayan. Good stop from Hengara and smothers it to keep it in. Poor kick, though, to give that away. Pascaro playing injured. Good block. Rudy puts it out for the throw instead of the goal corner kick. 10 minutes to go. Let's go ahead and go balanced from here. Let's also waste time just a little bit. We don't have to waste time a lot, but we'll do a little bit of time wasting. Just make sure we see this thing out. Oharela to the quarter flag. Hadayat got stepped in front of and got the minor clearance. 86th minute. Go ahead and go cautious. Only 8 shots now. 4 on target, but 3 goals. You count those 2 offside ones. Again, that's 5 out of 6. That's going to do it. 3 goals, 3 points. There's the league standings and just how tight this league is. You can see I've now stretched the lead a little bit. It's 6 points to 10th place. But that's crazy close. +7 on the goal differential. Persis Solo, the favorites, are only a point behind us. They have better goal differential. Dewa United, who were the leaders until they just took a loss recently, have the same goal differential we do. Persicat looks like a team that's kind of just hanging on and squeezing out the points they're getting. PSPS, the only other squad that's looking pretty good. They are definitely not a favorite. They've just had a good start to their season. So we seem to have, I'd say, about 3 favorites with us just behind or just ahead of Persicat, who you never know. The Sri Wijaya is another one of the favorites for the league. So I think that's kind of I'd say these are the 5 teams. Perseverang's probably going to slip down a little bit. PSPS are going to slip down a little bit. And we'll slowly leave these last 3-4 teams here on the list, slowly leave them behind and open up a gap. Only 22 games for the first phase, and we're already through 9. The first half of phase 1 is now complete as we've played everybody once. We're going to start the second half the same way the first half began, against our rival, this time at home. We drew with them last time when we were on the road. Hopefully we can pull off a victory this time. We were a little mixed on that first appearance, where we were definitely playing defensively and trying not to lose. This time I think we'll be more on the front foot, especially as they have struggled a little bit. 4 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses for them on the season, just to +3. And at +9, we're finding ourselves in pretty good shape. And obviously, points, we're ahead comparatively to everyone else. But there's still those few teams that are going to be a handful. We've also had our very first match just about 2 days ago in the League Cup, essentially, and we won 3-2 against 5th place side Barak Lampung. So good there. Yunus has 6 goals. I think we have some options. Oharela has 5 assists. As much as he hasn't been great, he has definitely been feeding the ball in well. So good things are happening at this halfway stage. We'll see how the second half progresses. However, I do think it's time. I don't think we're going to succeed, and I don't know if that actually has an impact, but I do believe it probably does. I think the only way you're going to get better in determination as a manager is by being determined on a regular basis and going in and asking the board for things. So we're going to make our first ever board request. And of course, we're going to focus on one key factor of this. Now, I think they're going to fail for 2 reasons. One, finances are terrible for the club right now. We've just been dropping, and we're nearly 500,000 in debt. Ouch. Going from League 1 to League 2 really hurt. I mean, we're $200,000 below expected payroll. We're well below. 200,000 out of a 1.4 million overall. That's a substantial amount. I mean, that's a good 16-17% savings. Plus, we haven't used our transfer budget at all. I mean, it's higher than what it was initially, because we've made the team money in sales there, and yet they're still massively in debt. You can see, other than the season tickets sales at the beginning of the year, it's been nothing but losses all throughout the season. So ouch on that part, and I don't think there's much we could do about that. The team's going to take on some debt to potentially rebound back to the top division. But because of finances, I expect that things are not going to necessarily go our way. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. I've signed 5 or 6 players, a couple of them older, and the other 4 for the first team have all been under 23. So, ouch on that assessment, but okay. We're going to ask about a coaching course because that's what we're here for. And as expected, they rejected it. This time it was about finances, and I assumed that they would make that the excuse. But I think that's the only way to develop my determination is to... apparently they would listen, but I doubt that they're gonna concede and give it to us. Yeah, they just said no straight off. Pretty decent crowd on hand for midpoint in the season, but A, it's a rival, and B, we lead the league, so that is drawing a little bit of extra attendance, and hopefully the crowd can give us a little boost because we're going to need it against these guys. They certainly gave us a difficult match. We were on the back foot. We were lucky to come away with a draw when we played them on the road. And we're underway. Pressure initially. Not opening up any opportunities for them. And well, at the moment, they're getting plenty of possession. They're not going anywhere with it. Oh, great through ball. Nice save. That was a very nice goal creation, but they couldn't convert as Hingara makes an excellent stop. Here's Yunus over the top. I think he's onside. It's a goal. Flag stayed down. Flag is down. And it's going to stand. 1-0. This is awfully close. That was awfully close. Hard to say. He might have been a step offside, but no VAR for this league. Sinji over the top to Harela and crosses to Yunus, who just wasn't there. Harela expected him to be there. Put the ball into the place that he should be. Would have been an excellent chance. Gave a little too much on that one. Didn't defend that terribly well. 26% possession. But we've made the best of the opportunity that's presented itself thus far. Tiganaga versus Persis solo. It's 2-0 inside 10 minutes, and that's expected. That's the best club, even though they're not in first place. Now 3-0 13 minutes later against the worst team, even though they're not last place. They're 4 points or 5 points on the season. I think they're 1 point ahead of last versus about third. But it's officially the best and worst teams. They are massively lopsided, the two of them. Harela, there's Yunus, ripped down in the box. He's shoved over. And Azuzu, I think I'm going to start calling him Azuzu, is going to take... Oh! Not the best penalty. No. By the way, across the board, the entire team. Oh, we're going to get a second attempt. Somebody encroached, and we get a second chance. It's not Azuzu who's going to take it. It's Wapi, the best player on the club, even though he's a fullback. He steps up, and that was a good take. Anyway, not one player on the team is actually good for penalties. None of them are. Our best rating on the entire squad is 8. I have about 5 guys that are around that 7-8 comfort zone that have finishing somewhere around 9 to 11-ish. Composure in kind of a similar range. So there's about 4 or 5 guys that in a penalty shootout you hope that 3 or 4 of them will convert, but otherwise just aren't great. We get lucky, we get that second chance, and the XG from that, of course, is pretty much a full goal. Yeah, it took us 2 tries there, but we do lead 2-0 against the rivals here to enter the second half. And really, outside of that moment where we got ripped down and then converted, that's all the XG. I just saw a flare in the crowd. That's the first time I've seen a flare in Football Manager. It's the very first time I've seen a flare in the crowd. Okay, then. We might be behind in the shots department, but we're, of course, ahead on the scoreboard. We're going to stay positive for now. We have substitutions ready. Zuzu, Fari. Fari is probably a good one to bring off as he's just coming back from an injury. So we start there. Guino coming in, getting the young guy to start. Let's go ahead and bring in the senior player to help see this one out. He's a little bit better defensively. And I think Azuzu's probably the other likely one to come off, as he is the most fatigued. Manduin, natural selection for that. And they get one back here. I wasn't sure who it was taking that free kick. I just saw it come in and go in the back of the net. Definitely onside. Terrible positioning by Hungara. Hungara should have saved that. And we should have done more to protect him. Corner kick. Chance to draw level. They don't. We're running out of time. Let's go. Cautious. Eunice over the top. I think he's probably offside here. We're going to waste a lot of time this late on. Slow the tempo down. Drop back a bit. We're already fairly low, so we'll go much lower. Eunice scores, but no, doesn't count. We've had a lot of those. Into stoppage. Minute and a half to go. Let's go full on defensive. Eunice needed to challenge for that. If he could have just pushed it on even towards their goalkeeper, it's going to slow them down a little bit. Good block there, but it's going to set up a corner kick. Final minute. That one's cleared away. Manduin gets there. Uses the space, hangs onto it a little too long, but at least he earns us a throw in. Maidula just came on and he gets a yellow card. I guess he didn't just come on. He's played about half an hour here almost. 20-25 minutes, and that does it. We do hang on. The 2-goal lead ends up being just enough, but we got pretty much all game. The 2 goals amounted for virtually all of our XG. We do end up with 9 shots. I mean, it wasn't end of the world scenario, but they weren't good looks. We weren't very creative. They definitely are a step ahead of us as a team. But we pulled out 4 points in the 2 times that we played them, even though we were outplayed both times. There's only a couple teams in this league that are actually stronger on paper and on the field. So for us to have the results we have, to be in the position we're in the league when we're clearly not the best team, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. League favorites Persis Solo, who are still on our tail. We still lead the league, which is phenomenal because we continue to push on, and we're actually finally in a position, well, finally I say, we're in a position now after 14 matches played that even if we lose this match, we are not going to lose the lead in the league. We have a 4-point cushion. Persis Solo, only 3rd place. They're hanging about. They're definitely not where they want to be, but they're definitely not in an awful position either. We, meanwhile, are probably flipped from where I would expect us to be. I'd expect us to be right about where they're at in the standings, but here we are. What can we do? Persis Solo, they're the ones in red, not us. We're in yellow today, so gotta watch out for that. So we are in a road yellow, and we're very much not the favorite. First minute's 87% possession for them. That jumps to 20. Ooh, we're getting a lot of the ball. Not really. I think we need to set that up for something a bit more cautious. Get behind the ball, defend well, not give away easy chances to Ferdinand there. Tap in goal. Poor defending here. In our weak spot, left back. I mean, look at the huge gap that we gave, and then we didn't even go for a block. Ferdinand, difficult finish on that one, that kind of angle. But he gets around on it well and redirects it right where he needed to. Still in possession. Almost gave it away. Do eventually give it away. Wapi, nice turnover. Eunice, oh, he's got Mofu. Oh, yeah. We're not going to get very many chances on a day like this. Not going to get many, especially already trailing. Okay, Sinji ahead to Medulla, who's overlapping well. Azuzu inside to Mofu. Medulla, Harela with his goal. That's like his 2nd of the year. We've had both goals with him live, and yeah, that was big. And we're back level from seemingly out of nowhere. Arella just beats his man. His man should have gotten there first. He had a half step to the inside, and was well positioned to be able to clear that out, but he reacts a little slower than Oharela, who gets to it first and just puts it into the bottom corner. Nothing the keeper can do on that, and we are right back in this thing. Layoff. Sinji cuts across to Fari. Mofu, not great ball decision right there between the three midfielders. Wow! Azuzu goes for the bicycle, completely puts that the wrong direction though. But a teammate blasted it towards goal, got it on target. Keeper actually well positioned, right place, right time. But otherwise, that's a good stop because that thing had a just ton of power. Coming out of the free kick. Madula just keeps possession there. Eunice lays it off for Oharela. Avoids the tackle. Wapi on the overlap. Eunice goal! 2 before half. Huge. What a turnaround from a slow start that these guys had. Oharela, great play there. Ayan, good thing to not get totally wiped out. Wapi gets Eunice. Eunice again just gets to the ball a little bit. We react a little faster on the ball than they do. Only 4 attempts, but we have 2 goals. Another ball inside. Eunice makes that 5 attempts, heads that one over. Nearly made it 3 on the trot with back-to-back-to-back goals in just a very short, well, not a very short period of time, is it? It would have been back-to-back goals in a short period of time. Okay, Masirin's really struggling defensively. Not much we could do about that. You sub him, and it's just going to be somebody else who's going to struggle even more, potentially. Second half underway. What can we do? Can we retain the ball a little bit longer? Guessing probably not. Eunice over the top. But we give that away. Offside? Offside? Head scratcher. Flag goes up. Already to the hour mark. Still in position for 3 points. I would be happy with 1, but at this point, with just half an hour to go, I'm obviously aiming for 3. That's a through ball. Lucky that hit the inside of the post. Just catches enough of it to stay out. That's why I'm saying a point would be okay. Instructions. It's a little early, but we're going to start to time waste with 20 minutes to go. Fari picks up a yellow. Let's bring on the actual starter. He's got a 6.4 anyway. Dunk. See what he can do. Okay, more time wasting. Slow the game down. And let's drop it back. Okay, let's go more defensive. And let's use up our next sub. Sinji struggling. Let's bring him off. Or Masirin. Okay, Masirin's got to come off. Eridoun into his place. Definite step back in terms of quality. We'll save the next sub for just a moment until that's taken care of. Now Sinji. Tayawen. What can we do? It's stoppage. We've got 5 seconds to go. This could be it. Final play. And there it is. We get all 3 points. We get an injury, though, and that's a worrying one because that's our best member of the defense, and we are very reliant on him. But with just 6 shot attempts today, 4 on target, we managed to get 2 goals out of that. I didn't realize the Masirin injury happened in the 89th. I thought it was still about 70, 75 minutes when that happened. But it had jumped forward very quickly. Whew. Okay, the 3 points is huge, especially against the third place side. I mean, that gives us a pretty healthy cushion late in the first phase. Speaking of late in the first phase, I will see you back in the final, we'll say game or 2 of the third phase, or first phase, as we should be moving on comfortably to phase number 2. Whether it's from first place or not, I don't know, but I definitely think we are poised for a top 4 finish in the first phase by now. It seems likely. So cruising right along through this first season, definitely building up a tiny bit of a reputation, but in terms of my quality and my reputation, it's still quite low, so we might have to stick with these guys another season. We'll see, though. They're massively in debt. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.